however it is comfortable for you. And then with an in-breath, draw the palms to the heart. This morning, as I was driving in, the sunrise was just laying on just particular clouds, not a whole lot in the sky. But as I was driving onto Livingston, there was this most beautiful heart. It was the shape of a heart. And the sunrise was just beaming on it. Beautiful shades of peach, golden sunlight. And it just shifted my entire being. And so this morning, let us focus on, if you choose to set an intention, to really be open to all of the moments that are just so wondrous and so delightful. They're with us in each and every moment. And just by being able to recognize those, we really, 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 really can change where we're at in any given moment to a much higher space. So let's all exhale together. Inhale, arms out to the side, all the way up to the sky, touch. And on an exhale, down to the heart with a beautiful silent Om. And one more time, bring it out to the side. Really reach as far as you can from fingertip to fingertip. Lift up, engage the navel, stretch up. And then a nice, beautiful silent Om, just ascending down through the crown, the third eye, the throat chakra, all the way to the heart. Take 2 nice deep heart breaths here. So inhaling through the heart, count of 6. Feel that pause as we really settle into the practice, and then a nice long exhale through the heart, count of 6. Nice measured breaths. Again, taking a full deep in breath to 6 through the heart. And a nice long exhale to 6 through the heart. Please gently open the eyes. And if you were cross-legged, just change and bring the other leg in front. From there, allow yourself, please, to, on an in-breath, let's rise all the way up, interlace the fingers, and take the palms to the sky. And then just take your shoulders just side to side at your own space and rhythm. And just begin to activate that upper torso. And then come to stillness. And on an exhale, let's take left hand to right knee, left hand behind, and find a twist. And do a nice yes with your head, nice and slow, as you engage the core muscles at the bottom of the breath. Really expanding through the neck as far as feels appropriate. And then bring the head to stillness, right in the center, chin slightly tucked. And on an in-breath, we're going to sweep the arms all the way back up to the sky and interlace the uncomfortable way. Just one finger length different. Lift all the way up, engage the core muscles, and on the exhale, just tilt to the right, please. And just breathe into the left side body, all the way from the hip, the sitting bone, to that left wrist. On an in-breath, draw it back up. And then just melt it over to the right, but really press into that right sitting bone. Get a really nice stretch. Maybe look up at the sky if that feels safe. And then draw it all the way back up. And on an exhale, we're going to bring the right arm across the body, plant the left hand behind. Allow yourself, please, to keep the chin slightly tucked and do a nice no with the head. Just allowing the chin to reach for each shoulder as you really engage the core muscles. On the exhale, wringing out the organs and detoxing. Allow the head to gently come forward. Pull the shoulder blades down. And we're just going to sweep the left arm up into the air and across to the right lower leg or kneecap. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, bend into the elbows and fold forward. Allow the hip hinge to create a nice link to the spine, eyes towards the earth, stretching into the back ribs. And then on the in-breath, we're gonna rise up and we're gonna keep the elbows stacked and come right into eagle arms. And we're gonna take the elbows up, and it's okay to bring the backs of the hands together or to grab the shoulders if you need. And when we do our ovals, if you hold your shoulders with your hands, just roll the elbows. Otherwise, let's come into 2 ovals each direction, clockwise and counterclockwise. As you bring it back to neutral, please take both of the elbows over to the right. Draw that left shoulder blade down, look straight ahead, and take a nice deep breath as we stretch into that left shoulder. One more breath here, and then bring it back to neutral. And we're just going to draw the elbows into the sternum or the center of the rib cage. Bring the hands forward, pull the shoulder blades down, and take a deep stretch to the top of the shoulders and the front of the upper arms. Allow the arms to go over to the right, please. Let the torso go as well. Back to neutral and over to the other side. Gently bring it back to the center, and we're just going to bring the elbows level with the shoulders if that's appropriate. We're going to stretch the arms all the way out. We're going to flex the palms, and we're just going to draw little mini circles as we hug the shoulder blades into towards the spine and press into the heels of the palms. Now reverse and go the other way. Really engage the core muscles, navel to spine, and then point the fingertips and roll the fingers in towards the rib cage and stretch now the outer wrist. And then we're just going to take and sweep right under left, switching the arms. Again, allow yourself to draw 2 ovals, one way and then the other way. Tuck the chin so you can lift up into those elbows, and then we'll take both of the elbows over to the left, looking straight ahead, breathing into that right shoulder. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Draw it all the way back to the center, and we're just going to descend the elbows right into the sternum. Allow the arms, the forearms, and the hands to get heavy as you take and stretch into the upper arms, the shoulders. Pull the shoulder blades down, please, and let's bring left ear, left shoulder. Lift the chin up towards the left. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, draw a smile all the way over to the right. Right ear, right shoulder. And then in your own time, lift that chin up to the right, breathing into the left front neck area. Neck and shoulders are so connected. And then very gently take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, bring the chin back to neutral. Bring the elbows back out from the rib cage. And we're just going to take and unwind and bring each respective elbow by its side rib. So right arm, right side, left side, and very gently allow yourself to pull the shoulder blades down. Make a fist with your hands. Really drawing the shoulder blades together, lift up and find space between the hip crease and the floating ribs. And then on your next in-breath, just press forward. Good, and then from there, allow yourself to gently release down, and we're just going to come right into butterfly. Last stretch on sitting. Bring the heels all the way back up towards the groin, grabbing ankles or toes. Take a full in-breath. And just lift the knees slightly. Feel the length of the low back. Pull the shoulder blades down. Feel the inner thigh muscles perhaps fire up. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, let the knees slide down and fold forward. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, please lean to the right so that we can open up the left SI joint in that low back on the left half of the rib wall. Come back to the neutral or the center, and then take it over to the other side. Allow yourself to come back to neutral, and then very gently rise all the way up. Let the hands grab the knees, and we're going to transition right into tabletop, please. Finding our nice cat-cow spine. So allow yourself to just melt into cow. See how close you can get your shoulders hugging into your head and your neck. Roll the eyes up towards the eyebrows and just let everything sink. Get very, very heavy. On your next exhale, round into that cat spine. Bring the tailbone down, press into the tops of the feet. Roll all the way forward up into your cow. And just do 2 more like that. Take your time. And if you don't want to come all the way back, bringing tailbone by your heels, just stay with that regular cat-cow. So nice to really expand through that spine, flexion and extension. Coming into your tabletop here, allow yourself, please, to just lift that right knee out to the side. Stay strong into your arms. And let's just draw some big circles. Just warming up the hip socket. You can be on your fists. You can be on your palms. And then rotate the other way. Big, full movements. Good. Last one. And listen carefully. Keep that right knee up. Some of you are going to take and let's just go ahead and bring the right foot down so that the right toes are towards the right side of the mat. And then just rise up. We're going to take and bring the left arm all the way up and stretch from left knee to left fingertips. And then we're just going to very gently allow the right elbow to slide down that right thigh as we lean into that right knee. So now you should be feeling a nice stretch into that upper right thigh, into that right groin. And then allow yourself to just mount towards the side and take a modified angle pose. On an in-breath, rise up, bring that left hand down, and let's just take another couple of stretches into that inner groin. Good, and then allow yourself to come back into tabletop. Take that right leg straight back, level out the hips, please. And if it feels safe for you, bring the left arm out. Draw navel to spine, breathing fully and completely. If it feels safe, you can lift up onto the right fingertips, working into building arm and wrist strength. Play into the toes. Take a full in-breath. You can stay here. I know some of you need to watch your weight bearing, so some of you might stay here. Bring the leg and the arm out to the side and take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. On the in-breath, drop forward and gently bring down left hand, right knee. Let's inhale, rise all the way up. Tuck the toes if you need and come into your version of camel this morning. So you can start gentle. We'll take 5 breaths here. You can take hands to low back. You can take and come into half camel. So we're probably on about breath 3. Make sure if you do half camel, you do both sides. And then maybe full camel and breathe into it. Head can come back or chin to chest. Just roll the shoulder blades back, bring the hip points forward. And then on an in-breath, allow yourself to gently come all the way forward. Arms up, untuck the toes, and hinge from the hips. Slowly come down. Separate the hands wider than the mat. Keep the tush right on top of the knees and melt down into Anahatasana. If you have a hurt shoulder, just bring that arm in and stretch on the other side. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. Really opening up, draw the shoulder blades down and allow the heart to just drop into wonder. Bring one hand back slightly and then the other and come right back into your tabletop. Allow yourself, please, to take and bring that left knee up and out to the side. And we'll start some big circles. Big circles. Good. One more and then take it the other way. Just really warming up that hip socket. Lift it as high as you can, rotating in. Last one. And then we're going to take and step it out so that the toes are towards the side of the mat. Right knee is down on the earth and forward. Let's lift up. Bring that arm up so you're stretching from the bent knee all the way up. Nice deep stretch. The more that you walk your foot away or in front of your knee, you're going to get a deeper stretch, but that also may not feel good on your knee. So here we're just going to take and lean into it and find that angle pose and breathe into the stretch. So we're getting a nice stretch through the rib wall all the way from the knee to the fingertips. And we should be getting a nice stretch into that inner groin. On an in-breath, rise up, bring the left hand down, and we're just going to really stretch as we open up into that. Lift up, and one more time, stretch. So it's a nice stretch and release. Come all the way back up, please, and then we're going to turn back around and come right into our tabletop, tuck the toes, down dog. Nice runner stretch here. Lifting up on all 10 toes. You can also be in tabletop and just extend and bring the toes underneath. And you can bring the knee down to the earth and touch and then extend through the heel again. One more nice deep stretch here, please. And then we're just going to walk the feet towards the hands. Nice forward fold. Allow yourself to interlace the fingers and stretch the one fist. Allow yourself to gently turn to the right and bring it back to the center and over to the left. Notice how the back side of the legs feel. Draw a nice slow circle one way with the head and then the other way, really releasing the neck. And then allow yourself, please, to release the hands down. Very, very heavy. Bend into the knees and softly roll all the way up. Crown of the head to the sky. And roll the shoulders back. And then roll them forward, please. And then on an in-breath, bring the arms out to the side. Look all the way up. And exhale, swan dive down. Take it slow. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way back up, palms to touch. And exhale down to the heart. One more time, arms out to the side. Inhale, look up. Exhale, hip hinge and come forward, soft knees. Let the palms hold here. Let the upper torso be parallel to the earth. Press into that low back. Let the heart shine slightly. Keep the fingertips working side to side. Feel that nice heat. Begin to find that nice strong foundation in the feet, the legs. Squeeze an imaginary block. Glutes are tight. Take a full in-breath, and on the exhale, fold all the way forward. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up. Let left hand grab right wrist and take it over to the side. On an in-breath, look up. Exhale, look at the floor. Gently release, draw it all the way back up, and right hand grabs left wrist. On an in-breath, perhaps looking up to the sky, drawing the hands back behind the head. Exhale, look at the floor. Gently release and come all the way back up, and exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Please step right foot back. You have a choice here. You can come down onto your knee, or you can stay in low lunge and rise right up into Highland Warrior, coming into Crescent Warrior. So take a full in-breath, whichever one you chose to do. We're going to take and sweep that right arm across the body and use the left arm to find a nice deep stretch. Really lean into the psoas and hip flexor on the right side. One more full deep breath here. And then allow yourself, please, to take and draw the right fingertips and place them on the spine or the left shoulder blade. Allow the left hand to come to the elbow and maybe puff your heart. Good. Take a full in-breath. Draw the foot and the knee towards each other or both feet towards each other. One more breath. On an in-breath, arms to the sky. Exhale, swan dive down. Everybody come into low lunge, please. Or you can stay on the knee. I'll show that modification. So you're either in low lunge or you're on your knee. We're going to straighten the front leg and bow forward. And then we're going to come all the way back into low lunge, modified on the knee or the toes. One more time, a nice deep stretch, bow forward, draw that heel back towards the top of the bottom of your mat, and then gently come forward. And from there, tuck your toes, or you can bring the left knee back into tabletop. You can stay in tabletop, come into your plank, down onto the knees, or not. You can also hover as you come down if you choose to do the vinyasa, or just go right into child's pose. You can hold that chaturanga, release, and then rise up into baby cobra or up dog if you feel like you're warm enough. Bring it all the way back down, and let's go into child's pose. Let's roll to the right and then to the left. 2 rolls each side, just loosening up. Take it over to the other side. Good. And then draw it all the way back into child's pose. On an in-breath, roll all the way forward. Draw the shoulder blades down. Maybe look up towards the sky. Maybe lift up off of the knees. Maybe not. And then take it back into down dog or tabletop. I will show the other version this time. So from tabletop or down dog, your choice. Step right foot forward. Make sure the feet are hip width apart if you're going to come up into Highland Warrior. Otherwise, come down onto your left knee, and on an in-breath, rise all the way up. Good. Yoga can be done at any level. Take a full in-breath. And as you exhale, we're going to sweep that left arm across the body, right arm under, and take a nice deep stretch. Hug those feet towards each other. You can also pivot onto the back heel if you want into a wide warrior 1. Allow yourself to draw both arms up to the sky, and we're going to take the left fingertips to either right shoulder or the middle of the back. Right on the spine, let's bring right hand to that left elbow. And then if it feels safe, you have to really hug your feet together. This is a lot of core work if you're standing. Hug those feet towards each other, look up towards the sky. Bring the arms up, and on an exhale, slowly swan dive down. Straighten the front leg, bow forward. Bend into the knee, open your heart, eyes to the sky. Exhale 1 more time. And then draw it all the way forward. And we're going to take and step back foot to front foot, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Bring it all the way up, palms to touch. And exhale down onto the heart. Take a full in breath. And a full out breath. 1 more full deep breath here, please. On an in breath, let's lift right up into chair pose. Feel yourself, separate your feet, find that nice steady place. Sit right down into that chair. Take 1 more full deep breath here, please. Really engage, hug shoulder blades down, navel to spine. Allow the glutes to really activate as you squeeze a gigantic wedge between the legs. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, bring the hands to the hips, rise up, and let's step right back into Warrior 2. Take your time and settle into it. Breathing fully and completely. Please bring the shoulder blades down. Settle into it. Allow the hands to come together in front of your heart, touching thumbs, level out the shoulders, and then on an in-breath, sweep them back out. Take a full in-breath, and as you exhale, come into Evolved Warrior 2. On an in-breath, bring the arms straight back out, still looking forward. Allow yourself to bring the elbow to the thigh, back hand to the low back. You can also, if you choose, bring left hand down onto the floor or hold on to your ankle or calf. Begin to really rotate and open up. If you want to add a little more heat and core work, extend that left arm straight out. Rise up out of the back of that spine, reaching all the way through the crown of the head. And you can be here, let it be your practice. You can also sweep your arm up and over. One more full deep breath. And on an in-breath, let's rise all the way back up. Straighten that front leg and take it all the way back, evolve triangle. Here we just reach from fingertip, from the toe to the fingertip. Take a full in-breath. You can also bind that arm and let it support the low back. Allow yourself, please, to sweep that arm all the way forward. And then reach and descend into your version of triangle. Make sure you use that bottom arm to traction. Reaching from fingertip to fingertip, using that breath, the wondrous breath, to let us transition into whatever feels really good. You can use your blocks so that you're propped up, really lifting up right hip point, right shoulder. One more full deep breath. Good. Soften into the front knee. Slowly begin to rise. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the leg. Triangle. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Straighten the leg. Exhale, triangle. One more time. Exhale, warrior two. Really stretching, work into the outer edge of that right foot. Bring it back up and take it right into your version of triangle. Allow yourself to rise back up, please. And on an exhale, bend into that front knee. Allow yourself to cartwheel all the way forward. Come onto your back toes in low lunge. Plant the right hand and on an in-breath, raise that left arm to the sky. Take a full in-breath and a full out-breath. One more full deep breath here, please. And then on the exhale, bring the left hand down. We're going to walk forward and just come into standing splits or another balance. So you can take your left hand to your calf, your left calf muscle, and bow forward, lifting that right leg as high as you can. Or you can take and lift your head somewhat, strengthen into that left standing leg, and maybe bring both hands to the ankle. Breathe into the balance. One more breath. Good. Fingertips come to the floor. Walk your hands back by that front left foot and very gently step back into your low lunge. From there, sweep that left leg up to the sky, stack the hip. For those of you who want to go into wild thing, I invite you to do so. Otherwise, just straighten and bend. We'll all turn back around, square the hips. Take and hover into plank or come right down into child. Good, breathe. Melting all the way down or not. Pressing up into cobra. And gently bring it all the way back down or press right back into child or down dog. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. One more full deep breath. So modification to bring the right foot forward would be to lift up into tabletop or down dog. And we're going to take and step right foot forward. So I'm showing the modification. Tuck the back toes under. And allow yourself, please, to pivot onto the back heel. Oh, I forgot. We need to, that'll work. Go ahead and pivot onto the back heel. Draw that right hip back and roll right up into your warrior two. We'll catch the chair as we come back forward. So settle into that warrior two. But we're going to take and look straight forward towards the sternum or the heart. Bring the hands together, hug the feet towards each other, and reopen. If it feels safe, lift up onto your right toes and lift that left heel. And really engage all of the front right leg muscles. And then slowly bring that calf back down. Take a full in breath, and as you exhale, allow yourself to find that nice evolved warrior two. Open up into it, sink into that front knee if that feels safe. Really building strength by statically holding these. And then on an in-breath, stretch the arms out. Again, lining that back shoulder with the front shoulder. Take a full in-breath, and as we exhale, elbow to thigh. You can bring the top arm up and over. You can sweep it back. You can also bring that right hand down to the earth or on and hold the ankle. And breathe. If it feels safe and you want a little bit more, lift up onto your right toes, lift that right heel off the floor. Really allow yourself to become spacious into the back ribs. That left arm can be up to the sky. You can take it up and overhead. You can also bring the bottom arm out. It's all what you need. One more full deep breath here. And then rise right back up into your warrior two. Straighten that front leg and sweep the right arm up and over and come into evolved triangle. Really stretching. Allow the fascia to just blossom. Feel the wonderment of being able to really feel that stretch. Use that back arm to support the low back and then sweep it forward. And reach into your version of triangle. Wherever it is, it's perfect. Spin that top palm open. Pull the shoulder blades down. Get expansive and broad. Maybe using the breath to sink down. Breathing and opening. All of these poses are just so good to build strength as we hold them statically. Nice full deep breaths here. One more, and then rise it back up, soft knee, and exhale, warrior two. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, triangle. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, warrior two. Working that inner groin, strengthening those inner thigh muscles. Reach. And triangle. From there, lifting back up. Exhale, warrior two. And we're going to cartwheel all the way forward. Take it nice and slow. Square. Find your low lunge. And then allow yourself to just step forward and come right into standing splits. You can hold here, just keeping both hands on the floor and lifting that left leg. Find the strength in that left leg. If you come into a balance, you're going to need to bring your head and your upper torso open up a little bit. You're going to have to lower that left leg. One more full deep breath here, please. And then allow the fingertips to come down. Walk the hands by the front right foot. Slowly soften into the knee. Step back as gentle as you can. Make sure you have your foundation. If you need a modification, drop down onto that left knee and sweep that right leg up to the sky and stack the hip. Good. Breathe and open. For those of you who want, you can lift and come right up into wild thing and open up. We're going to spin back around. And allow ourselves to gently flow into plank. Take it all the way down. Bring the palms beside the rib cage. Lift the right leg, please, and stretch it back. And then the left. Anchor the legs, press into the toes. Pubic bone to the earth, navel to spine, and just lift the palms right up off the floor. Please feel a nice length through your neck and breathe. Keep pulling the shoulder blades down, energetically drawing the upper arms into the rib cage. Lifting up as high as you can, but keeping the toes on the floor. One more full deep breath here, please. And then on an exhale, bring the palms down, press up, cobra. Exhale down. Inhale, rise again, maybe a little bit higher, maybe not. And exhale down. We'll do one more, please. Rising up, and maybe all the way up into up dog. Knees come back down if you chose up dog, and melt all the way back down to the earth. Allow yourself, please, to bring hands back behind you, interlace. You can also recommend to hook the thumbs. Legs are already lengthened. If you need, please take a break in between and windshield wiper. However you choose, you can also just allow the palms to flow towards the floor, externally rotating those shoulders. And then as you're ready, lift up. Really lifting. Feel those back muscles just begin to strengthen. Lift the thighs, spread the toes. Feel that inner fire, that inner heat. Breathing fully and completely. 2 more breaths. Really lift, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take that one fist way back if you have the one fist. And then melt down. Palms beside the rib cage, please, and sweetly press back into child's pose. We're going to take and roll to the left. And then to the right, just to loosen back up. Oh, wonderful. And then tuck the toes under. And you choose, you can float the feet forward. You can walk forward. Whatever feels good to you. Nice flat back. Exhale, forward fold. On an in breath, rise right up into chair pose. We'll catch that piece that I missed. Pull the tailbone down. Good, and breathe. Hug a block between the upper thighs, between the calves. One more full deep breath here, please. And then allow yourself to rise all the way back up. And on the exhale, sweep the hands to the low back or to the hamstrings. And just gently open up. Externally rotate those shoulders. Engage the core muscles to protect the back. Head can come back or chin to chest. And then come all the way upright. Let's gently step out and come into your version of squat. So maybe it's here. Maybe it's all the way down. As best you can, let the shoulders lift up on top of the hips. I just don't have that kind of flexibility in my knees, but just do the best that you can. One more full deep breath here, please. And then very, very gently allow yourself to fold forward. I need to heel toe my feet out. I have to take mine very wide for squat. Just fold forward and take your hands to the back of your calves, your ankles, and just really hug in. And then inhale, reverse swan dive, bring it all the way up, look up, and exhale back down to the heart. Take a full in breath and a full out breath. So let's come into dancer pose to get a nice stretch into the quad. Allow yourself to head to a wall if you need to, please. And use your left leg as your standing leg. So if you have a countertop, a chair, or if you can do it in mid-mat, that's perfect. Shifting onto that left leg. We'll bring that right knee back behind us. Try to stack up the knees. And just allow yourself to take a nice quad stretch. Externally rotate the shoulders. Maybe you can take that right knee a little bit behind the left to extend into that stretch into the quad. You can also use a strap. We're going to very gently release and bring that left arm forward, or you can hold on to the wall. We're not going to lean all the way forward. We just want to open up the heart. So allow yourself to really hug that right heel towards the right buttock. You can hold on to the wall, or you can extend that left arm. Rise up into the heart and breathe. Full in breath, full out breath. Whatever wonderment winds into the heart, let it be there. Or feel that intention of really being present. I can see this amazing color scheme on this rug, and it just got really vibrant. So wonderment is everywhere. And then very, very gently bring that right foot forward. Open up into crane pose. And then soften into that left knee. And we're just going to cross the right ankle right on top. Maybe palms to the heart. And again, you can hold on to the wall. It's right here. Bend in and come into a standing pigeon. Flex into that right foot. You can bring your maybe elbows down onto your thigh, onto your lower leg. Some of you may be able to bring your fingertips down. And again, you can just hold on to your wall, your chair. Just find that nice pigeon. Feel the hips squared with the shoulders and breathe into the stretch. One more full deep breath here. Pull that right hip back. And then very, very gently allow yourself to rise back up. Woohoo! And bring that right leg down. Allow yourself to really shake out that left leg. You might want to swing it side to side, forward and back, excuse me, not side to side. Just release. Shake out that right leg. And we'll switch sides. So allow yourself to gently turn around. Again, you can use the wall, a couch, a chair, and just allow yourself to bring that left knee back. You can use a strap. You can bring both hands back. Try to bring that left knee a little bit behind the right knee. And then in your own time, maybe you hang out here and you just need a good quad stretch. Lift up into your dancer pose. Feel that beautiful arc into the back. Pull that left shoulder blade all the way down. Feel the heart connect and open and breathe into it. Lovely full stretch. And then bring that left knee forward. You can drop your strap, come into crane pose. And then take and bend into that right knee, create a shelf, and just place that left ankle right on top. Maybe you hold here. It's okay to wobble, and it's okay if you come out of it. It's all good. And then slowly, maybe descend down and come into a standing pigeon pose. Full in breath, full out breath. One more full deep breath here, please. You can see I had to bring my fingertips down. I lost my balance. It's all good. We just do what we can do in any moment and revel. Rise it back up. Oh, and then very, very gently allow yourself to shake out. Nice. Let's just roll the hips just to loosen back up, and then roll the other way. Good, and then from there, you can choose to come to your front of your mat and swan dive down. If you have issues with your shoulder and you're done with the weight bearing, just come right on down to the tailbone. For those of you who chose to do the down dog, stepping into plank, coming down into tabletop, take your feet to one side, roll onto the opposite hip, and come right on down to the sitting bones. Lift the shoulders nice and tall. Come up onto the tippy toes as we come into boat pose. You can stay holding here, keeping toes on the floor, but pull the toes towards your tush and really fire up those quad muscles. Maybe you let go. Good, breathe. You may stay here. You can come into half boat or full boat. Breathe. Just maintain that strong low back, navel to spine. One more full deep breath. Pull the shoulder blades down. And then draw the knees in. Hold. Feet come down. Allow yourself to bring the hands forward. Press into the feet, squeeze an imaginary block between your thighs, engage the glutes, navel to spine, and slowly roll down. Nice and slow. Keep your eyes on your navel, feet pressed into the floor, and come all the way down. Please interlace the fingers behind the head, and draw the right knee up. Modification here is just to keep one foot on the floor. We're going to rotate and bring left elbow, right knee. For those of you who want to go full action, lift that left foot off the floor. I want you to lift both shoulder blades off the floor, so it's going to be really difficult to lift that right shoulder off the floor. Good, breathe and hold. And again, you can have left foot on the floor. But lift that right shoulder blade up off the earth as high as you can, the edge of the shoulder. Take a full in breath and switch. So again, you can have right foot on the floor, but lift that left shoulder, edge of the shoulder off the floor. It's going to really engage the core muscles even deeper. And breathe. Nice deep breath, sway into the toes. And then we're going to take it side to side. Side to side, touch the knees. Breathing fully and completely. And again, you can do one foot at a time for your modification. Good, two more each side. Imprint that low back, navel to spine, and then hug in. Rock side to side. Let the head go side to side. Bring the arms out to a T. Take a full in breath. And as you exhale, find your twist onto the right side, please. Roll the head to the left. And take a full in breath. And a full out breath. Again, take a full in breath. And a full out breath. Please bring the head back to neutral. Draw the knees into the chest. And just open right up into full happy baby. And maybe drop into that wondrous inner child. The inner child can always find amazing things to do. Mine likes to take out the bubble wand and just watch those bubbles ascend into the air and then just pop and disintegrate. So feel the wonderment of that inner child. Maybe straighten the legs. You can hold on just below the knee creases. You can hold the edges of the feet. You can hold the ankles. Begin to flex into the feet and draw the toes towards the floor. You can even let that low back come up off the floor a little bit. And then very, very gently allow yourself to bend back into full happy baby. And then hug the knees in, draw the forehead up. Bring the head back down. Bring the arms back out to a T. Walk the shoulder blades in, just nestle them in. Let them move more so towards the spine. Tuck the chin in. Hug those shoulder blades. Draw the knees towards your rib cage. Lay into your feet and squeeze the inner legs together. And then very, very slowly take the knees over to the left side. Try to keep that right shoulder down. Deposit it down, roll the head to the right. Remember, you can move in your twists. You can extend that top leg, straighten it out, and just hover it and roll the toes to the sky. Work into those muscles. I always invite you to bring and explore everything that you need within the practice. Feel the smile begin to come to the lips. I can again see that glorious heart shape. And as quick as I saw it, the clouds just dissipated and it disappeared. But what a glorious lift that was in the moment. Please bring the head back to neutral. Hug the knees in. Maybe bring the palms onto the kneecaps and do half circles or full circles. And then transition into however you would like to take Shavasana, please. So it's so nice to take legs. You can just drape them up along the backside of the couch, the bed, the chair. You can also lengthen the legs out and place blocks underneath. You can widen the legs and place a block underneath the sacral spine and draw the arms open into a very modified cactus arm or a star pose and stretch into the psoas. What feels wondrous to you in the moment? And then just allow yourself to take a full deep in breath to a count of 4. And then a nice long exhale out of the mouth. Let's come into a 4-7-8 breath. So take an in breath in, count of 4. Hold the breath for a count of 7. And in that count of 7, just allow yourself to open up to the moment. Maybe feel the expansion of the rib cage. Maybe just allow that held breath to just wash throughout all the cells, creating wholeness and wellness. And then take a nice long exhale and just release wonderment out. And like a ripple, let it just move through the sea of humanity. Allow the eyes to gently soften. Let them drop to the back of the eye socket. And then just imagine the entire scalp. And imagine infusing it with the rosemary or something that will allow it to really tingle, that has a lot of sensation to it. Feel it gently massaged in, just soothing and softening the thought process, the stream of thoughts. And then allow the fingers to release the massage, but feel the tingling scalp just radiate inward. And then allow the jaw to soften, the chin. Allow the tongue to find just that perfect place in the mouth. Allow the back of the throat to open up. And feel the softness through the bridge of the nose and into the nasal passages. Cheeks relaxed. And then just allow that relaxation to move down onto the neck. Down the shoulders. And just let the arms, the elbows, the wrists, the hands, and the fingers, and the palms just be infused with warmth. And feel it descend down into the upper torso, down all the way to the toes. Let the breath find its own natural rhythm and just open up the portal door. Just allow yourself to ease into a deep sense of presence. And what arises, what wondrous things arise in that presence. And then begin to deepen the breath. And let the streams of breath, the inhales, be full of vibrancy, of aliveness. Feel the sunrise, just that sun peeking up and over the horizons, warming the skin suit. Hugging knees in or stretching. Maybe again massaging the back muscles, and then in your own time rolling over to one side. Very, very slowly, with the head coming up last. Allow yourself to arrive at the sitting bones and draw the palms to the heart. Hug the thumbs into the sternum and really connect with the heart. Find a smile in the heart, the lips, the eyes. Let's all exhale together, please. Keep the prayer hands together, and on the in-breath, just rise it up. Lifting heart to the third eye, to the crown. Reaching up into all of the wonderment that surrounds us in each and every moment. And on the exhale, draw it all the way back down to the heart. Receive all of that gratitude. Be grateful for all of the abundance, all the aliveness, presence, and wonderment in each and every moment. Namaste. I am so grateful that you all joined me today. It was so nice to see all